Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Rangers. We're going to be taking on, Dortmund just now at Ibrox in the Champions League. Just take a little moment to address the sort of little absence there on the channel. Unfortunately, I've lost my voice over the past week or so there hasn't been any new content being produced. I think I'm at the point just now where we're ready to come back, ready to get the daily content churned out again. You can maybe still hear a little bit of a crack in my voice just now, but we really want to press on here. I was itching to get right back into this, so I think we're good to go now. Hopefully this should be coherent and comprehensible for you, and we can get on with playing Borussia Dortmund just now. Milan obviously have Real Madrid in the other game. If we look at the group, we are of course Group H. So if we look at our group here, we are third. We are still ahead of AC Milan. It would be great if we could beat Dortmund, and Milan were to lose to Real Madrid. That would give us a bit of a chance finishing above them, but anyway, we're getting way ahead of ourselves. Played Dortmund once, obviously lost that game. We're in pretty good form. We've won our last three. Dortmund, a draw and a loss in their last two games, winning three before that. But obviously the strength of the Dortmund squad is the main problem for us here. So let's just refamiliarise ourselves with the team. It's been a little bit of time since we've played. So Borussia Dortmund, Rangers, the goalkeeper, Wes Foderingham or Ian Fulton. It's going to be Ian Fulton, our young 18-year-old prospect. Our right back would normally be Sam Byram. Fortunately, it can't be today since he's out suspended. It's going to be Christian Gamboa, short of match sharpness, but still a decent enough player to come in. The centre backs will be Fabio Cardoso and Murray Wallace. No, do you know what? It's going to be Ivanildo Fernandez and Murray Wallace. Fernandez has done well since coming in. Cardoso's had a mistake in him this season. And the left back will be Cameron Borthwick-Jackson. In the midfield, we'll go with John McGinn and Jamie Barjonas. John McGinn will be a box-to-box midfielder, as he prefers to be. The winger on the right-hand side, that is a problem. We're going to go with Haksabanovic, just because he's the only guy who can actually do it. And he will play as a proper winger. Attacking midfield in the centre there, it will be Liam Henderson. On the left, Akram Afif, of course, and the striker will be Alfredo Morelos. 14 goals this season for him. Bench will be Foderingham, Cardoso, not Andy Gilmore, Cataldi, Ryan Jack. Odsonne Edouard will round out the proper bench, and then we'll just throw in Zach Rudden and I suppose Andy Gilmore just to make up the numbers. So bit of a thin squad here to be facing Borussia Dortmund, but we're going to attack them and see what we can do. You never know, playing here at Ibrox with the crowd behind us and all that. 4-2-3-1 from Dortmund. Szczesny, Tete, Van Dijk, Papastotopoulos, Hector, Weigl, Toussaint, Yarmolenko, Götze, Aubameyang and Werner. Yeah, a very strong side to begin up against. We're underdogs here and that suits us down to the ground. Let's go cause an upset. So who liked that? Motivation for Ivanildo Fernandez, Said Haksabanovic and Akram Afif. We're not going to do the tunnel interview, of course, and we'll just encourage the boys to start here as Dortmund kick us off. You may hear me coughing away from the microphone a couple of times as well here, but just please bear with us on this. Barjonas whips it in. Wallace down, Fernandez, and Rangers lead within the minute. That's exactly what we needed here, to hit them quickly. That moves us up to second behind Real Madrid. The two games left after this, of course, are at home to Real Madrid and then at Serie A against Milan. Still going to be really tough to qualify in second place. Yarmolenko crosses one in, Fernandez away, Henderson picks it, he's headed it on, but Haksabanovic gets it, run son, go! Going down that right hand side, come on, shows you can play. Just gives it away to Mario Götze. Of all people to tackle him as well, you can even get past Götze. Weigl, Toussaint, Weigl. Losing it to Barjonas, it's forward for Morelos, has a run at the defence, has a shot, oof! I thought for a wee half second there that was going to nestle in the top corner. But a great start to the game. And Jonas Hector, the left back, is already injured. Hopefully Haksabanovic can have a run at him. No, he can't because Haksabanovic is injured. Oh dear, we're in a bit of trouble now. We'll let this highlight pass and then we'll look at our tactics. It's forward to Werner. Aubameyang. Back to Werner. He's in on goal. He shoots. He scores. Timo Werner 1-1. Of course he does. Far too easy to get through the defence there. And in terms of Haksabanovic, there's really nobody else who can do the job. I'm going to take him off for Ryan Jack. I'm going to make Ryan Jack a right-sided midfielder. Or would he prefer playing back there and Gamboa can go forward? It's really tough. Yeah, I think I'll do that then. I'll move Ryan Jack back there. Fullback support, I guess. He can't really do the attack duty. Gamboa can be a winger out there. But aye, it's a bit threadbare on that right-hand side with Houston and O'Halloran both unable to play today. And Byram, actually. 3 right-sided players all missing. Morelos, Henderson, Barjonas, Wallace. Decent play from them. Borthwick, Jackson, Barjonas, Afif. I think we've given a decent account of ourselves in the Champions League, even if it does all end in tears, as Toussaint plays it to Werner. Dortmund looking for the quick 1-2. Aubameyang, Werner's away again. The two of them link up too easily. Aubameyang's free at the back stick, and it goes. And they get the quick 1-2. Nah, demand more than that. That's pathetic. Understand that you're talking about 2 really, really high quality players, but Werner and Aubameyang have just scored 2 goals just between the 2 of them there. Nobody helped. Nobody even played a part in either goal apart from the 2 of them. Just far too easy for them there. As Real Madrid take the lead at San Siro at least, I think it'll be a 1-on-1 basically between ourselves and AC Milan for 3rd place, and I don't fancy our chances away at San Siro considering how much they battered us here at Ibrox before we managed to snatch it. Borthwick Jackson away though, Barjonas on, but it's a terrible header right to Weigl. Toussaint now and Dortmund are beginning to get into their game. It's Aubameyang after picking it up from Werner, and the 2 of them again are just ripping us to pieces. Down that fragile right hand side, Aubameyang is just tearing us up. It's been somewhat of a spirited showing in the first half, but Borussia Dortmund, we say probably with a deserved 2-1 lead. At least deserved for Aubameyang and Timo Werner, even if the rest of them haven't been up to much. Aggressively though, I want to see much better than that. Morelos is coming off for Odsonne Edouard, see if he can help, see if the ball will stick to him a bit more maybe. As Valdemar Anton coming on for Dortmund, I'm not aware of him, we'll take a look at him in a little moment. For Jonas Henderson, good start. Hits it long, Borthwick Jackson, is there a chance on here? Can he find the cross to Odsonne? Borthwick Jackson whips it, Edwards in there, but it's easy for Wojciech Szczesny. Where is this Anton? 24-year-old Uzbek centre-back. He looks okay. Jack now. I would be hoping to expose him playing as a wing-back if it weren't for the fact that we're got a makeshift right-side midfield. Gamboa now. Good ball from him to begin. Henderson moves it. Oh, it's a terrible pass from Henderson. Van Dijk easily cuts out the ball for Edouard. Toussaint onto Werner. Oh, almost got it through for Aubameyang. Now he will. Aubameyang's in. He's going to destroy us for pace. He's 1-on-1 with Ian Fulton. And it is 3-1. It's Aubameyang assisted by Timo Werner again. It just goes to show what class and quality gets you. We're just that little bit below teams of this quality, particularly when we can't put out a full-strength side. Again in, Edouard challenging, easily away by Tete though. Borthwick Jackson, just dump it back into the box, son. Now switches the play to Gamboa, moves it to Henderson. Can we get 3-2 maybe? Henderson, Gamboa, Akers for the cross, puts it in. It's a bit of a crap one. Edouard down, Jonas. Oh, how does he miss? How does he miss? It has to be 3-2 there. Jonas misses, and well, Jonas is going to come off for Danilo Cataldi just now, but that probably seals our fate in the game. Weigl forward to Yarmolenko. I think anything worse than 3-1 would be harsh. Fernandez wins it, launches it. Odsonne Edouard's in. Holds off a defender, advances on Szczesny, who saves it. The tackle hits the post. And Dortmund get away with that. I mean, that's 2 in a row there. It's a It's a poor finish from Barjonas, and then that hitting the post. A Fief's corner now. Wallace down to Fernandez, and it's a carbon copy of goal number 1. Let's try and push them forward, who knows. We're definitely in the ascendancy now. We've had the past, 3-4 good chances have fallen to us. And as it stands, Dortmund's 3 points have been saved by the post. Get out the last 10. We're just going to overload them. Go route 1 up to Odsonne Edouard, see what we can get. He's up there against Bartra and Van Dijk. Hopefully he can do something, the big man. Corner. Dortmund. Pulisic whips it in. Away by Odsonne Edouard. Werner though. Been ever the danger today. Whips it for Aubameyang on a hat-trick. Good save, Ian Fulton. Good man, Fulton. It's Götze to whip this one now. Just defend, just get rid. It's in. It's away by Cataldi. Good play, son. Good play. Alright, Tete now for Dortmund. Dortmund seem to be pressing forward now when it's ourselves that really need to be creating. Tete for Weigl. Nice flick to Van Dijk. Bit of a slack touch there. Takes a bit of a lengthy time on the ball as well, but gets it to Szczesny. Szczesny gets it away. Aubameyang, gets there ahead of Jack. Plays it to Werner. Is it the 4th goal between them? It is indeed. My God, man. Werner has 2, both assisted by Aubameyang. Aubameyang has 2, both assisted by Werner. And you have to say it's been the 2 of them that have done all the damage. 9.4 for each of them. And the rest of the team, the highest is a 7.1. That says it all, I think. Borthwick Jackson for Henderson. Switch and play. Anton gets there first, but Jack should pick up the second ball. In towards Edward, away by Bartra. Tete picks her up. Forward to Werner, and here they're on again, by the way, for Aubameyang. On for the hat-trick. He is marked this time. Oh, dearie me. See, when we put a bit of pressure on the ball, he's not got a finish, but that's the 2 of them. They've just destroyed us. 40 seconds left. It looks like 4-2 will be the scoreline. And I think it's a lesson that these teams just have 1 or 2 players that can just wreck you. I mean, I don't think they're that much better than us as a team overall. I think we've stood up to them pretty well. But just the 2 of them, they just have quality that none of our players even get close to that level of quality that Aubameyang and Werner have. And they're obviously very physically gifted. Their pace is ridiculous. Pulisic now racing through. Good challenge, Fernandez. It'd be harsh if they got a 5th. I think 4-2 is probably alright. Yeah, Andre Marner blowing the whistle. 4-2 to Dortmund. Statistically, we gave it a hell of a good shot. But we just don't have that level of quality. I'm going to tell them I can't fault their performance. It was one of those days. They're not quite up to the standard yet to be competing with Dortmund. 3 to 4 weeks Borthwick Jackson. 5 to 8 days Haksabanovic. I mean, the injuries are beginning to pile up now. What is this? USA boss Ruud Gullit was there looking at Pulisic. Now, Hamilton coming up, 6th place Hamilton. We need to do what we've done very well so far, and that's bounce back from European disappointment to go and get a win in the league. I was hoping maybe we could see a bit about Dortmund's youth lad there, but not to be. Let's look at the league. Can we see them at injuries that teams have? Is that here? Yeah, there we go. Injury table. We have 6 injuries. Kilmarnock have 9. Jesus Christ. Let's see what their squad looks like. Bloody hell, look at that, man. Whew. And needless to say, they've not been on a good run recently with those 9 injuries. They started off the season very well. Then those 9 injuries have kicked in, and bloody hell, they're away Ayr. Hopefully Ayr can profit from that. I'd like to see Ayr get a nice 3 points there. I want to see Ayr stay up. Don't know why, I'm just a bit of a champion for the little guy there, for Ayr. See if they can do the damage to Kelly. Summing up the Borussia Dortmund game, pretty much kind of like the game against them in Germany. We gave it a good goal, we give a good account of ourselves, but as I keep saying, we just don't quite have the quality. And actually, Kilmarnock with the 9 injured players beat Ayr United 1-0. Yeah, we just don't have the quality to be dealing with players like that just now. Unfortunately, David Bates did okay for Ayr, but not great. I mean, players like let's just look at Werner, for example, to just show the difference. 63 million he's worth. Compare him with Rangers, compare him with, where is he? Alfredo Morelos. Let's just have a look. Attributes. So everything in blue, Morelos is better. Everything in green, Werner's better. Look at the physicals. Morelos is stronger. Werner's better at everything else. Way better as well in most cases. Aggression, it's Werner. Decisions, it's Werner. Determination and flair, it's actually Morelos. Bravery and anticipation, it's Morelos. They're the same on a couple of them. Morelos better at teamwork and vision. Work rate, though, Werner's higher. Off the ball, Werner's higher. Positioning, Werner's higher. Dribbling, Werner's higher. Finishing, Morelos is actually higher. First touch goes to Werner. Heading goes to Werner. Passing, Werner. Long throws, marking go to Morelos. Who cares about that? Technique, Werner. Free kick taking, again, who cares? Corners and that all go to Morelos. Things that they don't really care about goes to Morelos. And in terms of the average stat, Timo Werner averaging out at 15, whereas Morelos averages out at 12 there. So it just shows the little bit of difference. I mean, he's obviously on 10 times the wage as well there, Timo Werner. They're just that little bit too good for us, unfortunately. So an update should bring your attention. Dapple Mabudi's been played outside of position at Hamilton, but is he playing? He is playing, so I don't really care as long as he keeps playing. Okay, so it's Hamilton at home today. When are Celtic playing? Celtic aren't playing apparently. Okay, fair enough. So we'll have a game in. They'll have a game in hand for a while. But it is ourselves, our good selves, taking on Hamilton to try and extend their position at the top of the table. We are in decent form, they're in inconsistent form, but obviously our decent form mainly is due to playing in the Champions League where we're getting beat. We've won 8 against them, drawn 2, and they've beaten us once. So hopefully we can get a nice win here. Dapo Mabudi obviously can't play. Fernandez is away in international duty, but Cardoso can slot in there. Sam Byram can return to the side, which causes Christian Gamboa to drop out. Borthwick Jackson can't play, sadly, and Dimitri Mitchell is actually injured. Can anyone play there? No, not really. Can Gamboa do it even a little bit? Not really. What about Byram? Nope. Okay, we're going to have to mess around with this a little bit. Let's put Ithami on the bench. Actually, do we have any under-20s left backs that we trust to any degree? Let's see. Right, this lad, Max Dunlop, has the best potential. He's got a bit of pace, bit of aggression on him, technically very lacking. Oh dear. I'd probably rather just throw in the likes of Gamboa and just see how he does. Just hope the rest of the team can carry a spare body. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to try and play Gamboa there. Haksabanovic can't actually play there. Oh god, this is a mess. Let's push Sam Byram forwards, try play him as a winger. We'll go Ryan Jack as the fullback. This is a real mess. Yeah, it's an absolute mess. I just have to hope at this point that the strength of the rest of the squad can carry Gamboa and Ryan Jack there. We're definitely exposed in the flanks, but we're going to go with the team. It's going to be Fulton, Jack, Cardoso, Wallace, Gamboa completely out of position, McGinn, Barjonas, Byram, Henderson, Afif and Morelos, and we just need to hope that we have the quality to deal with spare bodies, basically. 4-1-4-1 from Hamilton today. Assertively, expect nothing but a win. Just make sure they understand they're still expected to go out and dominate the game, even though they are carrying a couple of players who are way out of position. Just bear with me while I take on some beverages just now, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's a bit of a dull opening 10 minutes, but here we go. Dominating statistically. Jack to Henderson. Can he get across? He does. Afif is in there, and there you go. Akram Afif 1-0 up. And so far the hope that the quality of the rest of the team could carry those spare men, thankfully that's being filled at the moment. 1-0 to Rangers, exactly the kind of bounce back we needed. It's Ian Fulton's goal kick. Can we press on? Sam Byram chasing the long ball down, but McMahon will head it forward. Doherty going for it. Cardoso steps in well. Afif now. McGinn hits a quick ball. Morelos. What a pass that is. Morelos. Lovely touch and a great save by the goalkeeper. Bernardo, I would say that would be the name of Hamilton's goalkeeper there. Not sure who he is. As O'Ware heads clear for Hamilton, who survive at 1-0. 15 minutes gone. Or they do for now anyway. Afif coming forward, stands it up. Morelos touches it, and it is cleared by the Hamilton defence. Good start though, good promising start. One could argue Hamilton have been too negative today trying to defend like that. They could definitely get at Ryan Jack and Christian Gamboa down the sides. As Hearts take the lead against Dundee. 35 minutes gone, still only 1-0. The overwhelming emotion is actually concern at the moment. I'm just hoping to get through these games here. With the amount of injuries we're carrying at the moment. Let's just assertively tell them not to get complacent. Akram Afif is stressed by that. Sadly, I don't have anybody who can take his place. Morelos out for Odsonne Edouard. Has to step up and play well today. For Jonas, Henderson, Cardoso. I'd like another one. I'd like another goal, wee safety goal. When you're playing with two fullbacks who really don't enjoy those positions, you can always get caught, so let's be careful. Koulibaly. Oh, but Jonas. He's done that a couple of times, man. It's no good. Absolutely no good. Right, let's drop Byram back now in a position he's a bit more comfortable. Afif and Henderson can drop back too. Afif will become an inverted winger with the attack duty. Henderson can become a deep lying playmaker, I suppose. Just go more controlling now, and we'll try and keep the ball and retain possession. Maybe a little bit more narrow and some lower pace. Now just becomes about trying to contain the ball, really. Hamilton immediately a throw in dangerous territory. Nicked by Afif. Back to Gamboa. Good play, trying to retain the ball. It's an easy pass in the middle. Oh, he goes to Fulton. That's a good ball, actually. Fulton to Jack. And there we go. This is exactly what we need. Byram to Henderson. I'm so glad we won that there. I was honestly fearing the worst with that Hamilton throw. I thought it was just going to get whipped in. Oh, McGinn gives it away though. Koulibaly now. Just pinch it. There you go, McGinn. Tones for his mistake. Good man, Jack. Byram gives it away again. Come on. Injured Koulibaly getting in about us. Oh dear. Daham forward. Koulibaly driving at us. Squares it for Doherty. Running away from goal. Has a shot just wide of the post. And there's a warning shot for us. Hamilton are going to come at us now that we're down to 10 men. We're still in that same formation, which surprises me a little bit, to be honest. Maybe as we get closer to the end of the game, they'll get more desperate, go more aggressive. Can't tell him to tighten up just now, apparently. Skondras, Daham. Skondras, oh dear, it's an easy ball into the middle there. And Doherty. Daham picks her up again, in for Koulibaly. First time shot, good save by Ian Fulton. Right, tighten up, man. Jesus Christ. We cannot be giving this away. We need to hang on to these 3 points. Whipped in header, Jesus, over the bar. Come on, Rangers. Fucking hold. And it's an immediate piece of action from the goal kick. Ian Fulton to kick it out. It's long towards Byram. Oh, lovely go on Byram. Whip it in for Edouard here. Has to be a finish. Byram takes it right to the byline. What happened there? Boyle whips it in now. Away by Wallace. Right, Edouard breaking forward. 1-on-1. With a defender. People racing forward either side of him. Takes too long. Goes out wide to Byram, and Hamilton can get back. Can he whip it this time, Byram? Whips it early. Edouard guides it onto the bar. And the game still hangs in the balance. Right, let's make some changes now. I'll go Cataldi for McGinn. And then let's just try and contain for the last 5 minutes or so. We'll make a sub, waste a little bit more time. I'll throw Andy Gilmore in for Murray Wallace, who's not playing particularly great. Just tick past. 50 seconds left. There could be time for a knife through the heart. Andy Gilmore does well to defend. Odsonne-Edouard picks it up. 40 seconds left. Just retain the ball. Byram now. Hamilton now really pushing forward for us, closing us down. Jack, pass it. Jesus. Byram, Henderson, Cataldi, forward to Edouard. Right, we should, barring anything stupid, we should retain this now. Afif, back to, tries to play it back to Edouard. Just hold it in the flag. 20 seconds, he's crossed it. Cleared. Byram, smashes it. Sam Byram, 2-0. There we go. Thank God for that. First Rangers goal for Sam Byram. Congratulations. Congratulations to Sam. As Riley kicks it off, Koulibaly picks it up, but it is over. It will be 2-0 to Rangers now. Just a matter of the referee's whistle to conclude the action. Ryan Jack wins it well. And there's the full-time whistle. And we've somehow managed a clean sheet today, with Gamboa playing left back and Ryan Jack playing right back. Gamboa actually with an 8.3 in the end, and Jack with a 7.0, so they've not done terribly bad in their makeshift positions. Well done, lads. That is a good win. They've done well to get that result with as many injuries as we're dealing with. Hearts get the win too, but they're still 7 points behind us. It's well and truly an old firm shootout for first and second. Burjonas. Can we see conversation history to see if we've found him or anything before? We've congratulated him on winning Young Player of the Year, and he's worried about somebody else signing, so I don't think we have actually. No, we've not found him or anything before. I'm just going to give him a warning then. I'm not going to appeal it, that's fine. Robbie McCrory does well in goal for Partick as he beat Motherwell 4-1. 10-man Rangers hold on to the win, as we know, of course. Milanese does well for Partick in that win over Motherwell 2. Danny Finlayson does very well for Morton in a 4-1 over Inverness. Gordon Payton does okay for Alloa in their win over Montrose. Adam Muirhead okay as Stranraer go down to Steny. Ross McCrory does okay as they go down 1-0 to Wraith. Fopala does well, gets a 7.4 but somehow doesn't score as Livingston puts 6 past Dunfermline. Dominic Lydon was okay in Peterhead's 0-0 with Stirling Albion. A 9.0 and an assist for Jacob Bednarchuk as Falkirk draw 1-1 with Aberdeen. Now he is looking a player. Look at that, 7.63 average in the league for Falkirk. Can we recall him? Probably not outside the window, but no, it has to be during the window. But in January, man, I might bring him back. He is putting in a hell of a shift for Falkirk and improving every week. If fitness concerns, nothing I can do about that. Amber Jonas has accepted the warning for his dismissal. Well, guys, two contrasting fixtures there, obviously, against Dortmund. Heavy underdogs go in. We give a good spirited show, but Werner and Aubameyang just too much for us to deal with at the back. Dortmund, you have to say, deserve the win, but we are, I'm not going to say happy, but we're content with the performance we managed to put in against a really strong Dortmund side. Then, of course, up against Hamilton, lots of injuries and stuff gives Hamilton a chance to do something against us, but we just have the quality, pretty much like Dortmund did against us. We just have the quality to deal with Hamilton, regardless of our missing players. A couple of little scares from Hamilton, but nothing too bad. And then obviously a Fief with the early goal and Byram with a late goal gives us a 2-0 win. That moves us 6 points clear of Celtic, who of course have a game in hand. We're leading the title race as it comes up to November just now. Celtic obviously though ever dangerous, and we'll need to keep putting in these performances going forward to make sure we retain our title. However, that is it for this episode. What we have next time out to look forward to is at home to Hibs, and then we're at San Siro against Milan, which is really the decider on whether or not we can progress in Europe or not. I expect to go there and get beaten comprehensively, probably. I mean, against Dortmund and Real Madrid, we've conceded 7 and we're yet to score an away goal in the Champions League, so I expect to lose at San Siro, but hopefully we'll have some players back from injury. Looking at the preview, We have no team news, so hopefully everyone's back actually for that game. So that'll be next episode, Hibs and Milan. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. It's a decent episode to come back with after our hiatus recently. Bit of a disappointing result against Dortmund. We put in a good shift though for a smaller, weaker team. And obviously a convincing result against Hamilton. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please drop down below and hit that like button. And of course, to follow the series here, you could subscribe to the channel. It'd be really good. I've seen those numbers, steadily climbing up recently. So I'd just like to say thank you guys for that. And of course, mainly just thank you guys for watching. And I will see you next time when we're hosting Hibs and we're at San Siro.